guys, I am so embarrassed. I was doing some math today and I realized I have not done a YouTube video in like almost a month. Again. I am struggling to find motivation in general in my life. It's something like senioritis, and my YouTubing habits are definitely feeling the impact of that. I'm trying to get back on the wagon. I know I say this in every video, but I really am trying. And to motivate me, I have a new phone which possibly has a better camera. I have moved up 2 generations in life from an SE to a 7. There's no real difference to me between the two. I mean, other than the 7 is bigger and the 7 doesn't have a pushy home button and stuff. Also, it doesn't have a headphone jack. But what I heard 2 years ago when the 7 was coming out is that the 7 had a better camera than anything before it. So, you guys who are watching this video, let me know, is my camera actually better? So, I did go on a huge tangent about my phone for a reason, and that reason is, today I have decided to talk about Apple accessibility hacks. Oh my gosh, my mind just blinked. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. This video is not sponsored at all. It'd be super cool to be sponsored by Apple because then, you know, I'd be super rich. But it amazes me how many people in the sighted community aren't aware of the options that those in the visually impaired community have, and how many people in the visually impaired community don't even know what their options are. There's also accessibility for things like hearing and learning difficulties, but I don't know enough about those to give a video about them, and I've been using Apple products for about the past 5 years with vision accessibility, so I think I know a little bit about vision accessibility. Not to brag, because I obviously don't know everything about everything. Anyways, so the beautiful thing about all the Apple product line, from iPhones to iPods, iPads, Macs, anything that is produced by Apple, is that it has a screen reader built in. If you are a poor, cheap student like myself, you know that it costs a lot of money to get a computer and then get the screen reading software, unless you're using NVDA, but who uses NVDA? Unless you are watching this and you use NVDA, then you use NVDA. Tell me what you like about NVDA. I had an issue with the voices. Anyways, wrong product line. Anyways, so they have that screen reading software built in. No extra purchases, no extra anything, it just comes with your software package. That being said, all the Apple apps, for the most part, are pretty accessible with your accessibility. That sounds really repetitive. Anyways, they are accessible, you can use them fully. The only one that I have had issues with at this point is Find My Friends, and I think that's because you have to be able to look at the map and find somebody's dot. Yeah. That, and also maps. If you are a blind person, here is my advice to you. Do not ever go somewhere. Proceed to get lost. Proceed to pull out iPhone and say, and I quote, "Siri, take me home." That will not do anything for you. The maps are great if you are having someone drive you home, but if you're trying to get there by yourself, I have done that probably 3 times in my life because I wasn't smart enough to learn from the first time. Don't use maps and expect a turn-by-turn navigation. It's just not gonna happen for you. The other wonderful thing about Apple having so much accessibility is that there is a community of support for those who use Apple products and are learning accessibility, or who have a question like, I'm looking for an app that can do X, Y, and Z, what are some accessible ones? that community I am a part of. I don't go on the forums much. I'm just not a huge social media person, I guess. But I do receive their monthly newsletter, and I have found a number of beautiful things, some of which I plan to do other videos about. For example, Seeing Eye GPS, the Move It app, Seeing AI, which I am still learning my way around, my color identifier app, which, by the way, I also did a video about. It was like my third video, maybe it was my second video. No, it was my third. So yeah, if you want to go way back in my channel history to learn about my color identifier, you can. I think I linked that app in the comments section. They have that whole newsletter full of accessible apps that have just come out for iOS and for OS, and, well, kind of for Apple Watch. They have a whole separate link that you can click on if you want to know stuff about Apple Watch and Apple TV. I don't know what the accessibility is like of an Apple Watch. If you do, comment down below. If you know what the accessibility is like of an Apple TV, comment down below. If you want me to talk about any of the apps that I just mentioned, comment down below. If you have any kinds of questions for me about anything, Apple or not, comment down below. If you want me to talk about my screen reading software extravaganza, sorry about my NVDA bias. I really am. Please comment down below and I will talk you through the different screen readers that I've used, what I liked, what I didn't like, you know, the whole thing. Basically, comment, leave me stuff. That's part of my problem, guys. You guys don't ever comment, so I don't ever know what to do a video on. If you have a friend who hasn't subscribed already, or if you yourself are pondering whether or not to hit the subscribe button, just make the decision, hit the button. Give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you hopefully next week, hopefully the week after. I'm not going to wait another month. Unless you guys don't comment on stuff, then I'm going to torture you all. Just kidding. I'll find something. Have a good week, everybody. Bye.